key. This is the key. This isn't going to make you number one. This is going to give you every opportunity to become number one if you deserve it. And how you and what do you mean by deserving it? Well, you're going to produce the best sort of content. You're going to show the best sort of work that's going to resonate with your target audience online. That's how you're going to show whether you're number one or not. This will just help you get there if you deserve to be there. And so and I'm going to get into exactly specifically how do you find long form content ideas that you can integrate and implement today. Okay, so what you want to aim for, that every week you want to aim for at least one long form article written a week. That's what you want to do. You're in a highly competitive industry. You want to focus on one a week. Can you do more? Great. But try to work out that, you don't just want to produce quantity only, right? You want to produce a great qualitative article that actually is something a little bit different and unique in the marketplace. And with your sort of added touch and uniqueness, it sort of helps the audience realize, you know what, this is a company that I want to work for, or at least it's a company that I want to do business with, or whatever it may be. So how do you find great long form content? Well, here's pretty much where you have to listen to, and then you can stop the video if you want to. In Google, the people also ask section and the Google suggest is a gold mine of content ideas. So exactly how do you do that? And I'm going off camera because I got to make sure I show exactly what I want to talk about. So this up here is more important than even my head. So basically you go to Google and you type in a keyword like plumbing tips, how to. So you go to google.com.au, you go into the search bar, you type in, for example, if you're a plumber, right? Plumber tips, space, in the inverted commas, you put how to. And I just actually did this before the video, and I found an article, what people are writing and suggesting is, how do I drain the pipes in my house? So is that going to be a piece of content? Google's actually said this is what people are searching for. This is what people have asked for, right? It's telling you this is what people are asking for. How do I drain the pipes in my house? So if you're a plumber, that makes sense to write an article about whether you can do that. And some of my clients' biggest objection to writing some of these content ideas have been, but we don't do that, or that's not the right way of doing it, or that doesn't apply to our business, or we don't do it that way, we do it a better way. Well, if you do it a better way, great. So write the article and explain how to do it better. You're the expert. This is what people are searching for. If you're the leader and the expert and someone's writing something that's wrong, you've got two choices. Correct them or let them keep going down the wrong path according to you, right? So you have to show and demonstrate your expertise through saying, you know what, you don't do it this way. This is how you drain a pipe in my house, right? Or in the customer's house. You write an article and you explain that. Now, if you've got 5 or 6, have a look when you say, okay, this I'm going to go with this article, right? Have a look at who's actually ranking and what sort of content's there. Think about what's not there and think about where you can add value to, what's already ranking on the first page. Think about what your business can provide to the first page of Google. And that will actually help you to rank after it's sort of, what initially happens if Google sees an article for the first time, sometimes they may bump it up a little bit to see how it performs, right? And obviously you have to spend additional time to do other ideas that I'm going to get into shortly. But this is the bulk of today's talk. So you want to tackle the idea of producing content based on what people are asking for. For a small business to take on the big keywords like Plumber Sydney, in the short term, I don't think it's a good idea. I think this is an area where small businesses can start closing the gap and start getting more visibility, because there is so many things people are searching for that, of course, long tail, long form, conversational queries, that will actually help you as well prepare for Google Voice and Google Home, but because they look for those sort of things. But helpful and how-to content is your gold mine. If that's what you can do once a week, that's something that I recommend highly. So another example was, getting off the trade. So trade, like if you're a tradesman or a painter or a builder, oh man, there is so much content for you to produce. There's never a lack of what you can do online. It's just direction, guidance, and support. So let's get away from, because I'm always using tradespeople, and even my wife said, what are you always using tradespeople? Oh, okay, I'm using tradespeople. I'll get off tradespeople. IT, okay, so let's go to people that are just in the IT, generic IT world, right? So I just put IT tips, space, in inverted commas, how to. And one of the things people ask for, which I think is a fantastic question, by the way, how do you keep data, like data stored on a hard drive, how do you keep data safe and secure? Now, sometimes even these long form article content idea I'm suggesting is actually competitive. But if you're in an IT world, that how do you keep data safe and secure isn't as competitive as IT Sydney. And even if you do get ranking for IT services, or what services are they looking for? And sure, down the line when you're bigger and bigger company, you can invest more resources. Because I've got to think about these strategies in a limited budget. Okay? And that's the key here. So I'm thinking for a limited budget, you're better off targeting specific things people are looking for that match your business the best, of course, because there's endless things you can write about, but you want to make sure what people are asking for, and you want to make sure that it's closely aligned to what you do and what you can provide the best. Don't just add another article for the sake of it that is sort of nothing new. It's sort of nothing that isn't already on the first page. I'd rather you guys tackle something that is unique and something that you're going to find that, you know what, I can put my touch on this. So for ITs, how do you keep your data safe and secure? That's a fantastic, if you're doing, especially if you're in the cloud services industry, or you're storing, you come to your clients' premises and you help them back up things into the SaaS or where the NAS and all that sort of things. This is an opportunity for you to really show what do you actually do to keep data safe and secure, and provide some tips on how to do it for people that aren't going to be your customers or whatnot. You still want to get your word out there. So people also ask, Google Suggest tools are your goldmine.